What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with me, your boy Iggy. Today, I figured we'd go a little bit of a different direction, and it's almost time to sleep, so well, I guess we'll start the episode with a nap. But after losing our good diamond pickaxe down in the mines the other day, from a random creeper that seemed to come out of nowhere, we lost our levels. However, we do have some backup tools here that we can use to go ahead and what's the word? Hopefully get our enchantments back. But the thing is, I'm not trying to go and build a spawner today. I figured it would be easier to get experience and get a little bit ahead by going ahead and building our villager breeder. Because is that a trader llama? That's a trader llama. Let's see. Do I have any emeralds at all? Because he might have moss. I already have moss. Okay, so I guess I don't care about his emeralds. That's fine. All right. Anyway. So yeah, we've got plenty of resources here that we can trade with potential villagers once we get the breeder set up. So actually, now that I think about it, I should probably go ahead and gather the materials for this project before we actually get started on it. So I'm going to go ahead, get all the stuff that we need for the villager breeder, which we are probably going to put somewhere over there on the side of that in that little jungle area right there, so we can actually get some jungle villagers because they are unique and we just so happen to be right next to a jungle. And then probably have our villager trading hall over there somewhere so that we can put the iron farm over maybe in this area somewhere. That's definitely one of the perks of the villager breeder is you can make a iron farm super quick. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead, grab the stuff that we need, and then we'll get cracking on the project. So I will see you momentarily. Alrighty, so here we are. Base is, you can see our little tower there where we've got all of our furnaces and everything. And then down here we've got our little tree farm. So we're just kind of just a little bit east of where our little starter base will probably end up being. If we end up doing a starter base, we may end up getting so far past the point of even bothering with starter base, but we'll end up seeing. So right here is a chunk border. This is where we are going to start our villager breeder, and I'm going to be using a modified design by Wattles. It is the same one that I used last season for the all types of villager breeder. So go back, check that episode if you're interested in the step-by-step, or I will link Waddle's tutorial down below. Just keep in mind that it is slightly different than mine, seeing as how his is built into the ground and I build mine elevated. So just one of the few differences between the two of our designs. So I'm going to get cracking on this thing. And basically we're going to start with a block right here. We're going to come up to a total of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need all of that to go away, and then we're going to make this a 4x4 platform. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, or 4, 2, 3, 4, and doop, 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 doop. And then we're going to need our glass. We're going to just make a nice little wall around this thing. And then down here at the bottom, we're going to get rid of these two. And we are going to put 2 workstations there so we can actually get these guys into the breeder here. And we're going to make this, I like to go 3 high. It only technically needs to be 2 high, but I don't know. I like to go 3 high. And I also generally, actually, might just make it 2 high and then just put a roof on it just so we don't have mobs spawning in here. So we'll just put a torch above either of those. That should be good to go. I don't think torches block babies from being born in Minecraft, but since these are 3 high, we can go ahead and do that. 2 across the front, so we've got a 2 opening right here. And then we are from this block going to come out 1, get our trap doors, which I did not make enough of, but 1 will go there, and then we will have 2 up here, which will, I need to take the torches out of the offhand. That's going to get super annoying. So that one needs to be closed. But, I already put a roof on this? I did not. Okay, so we can still get the villagers in, so that shouldn't be an issue. So I'm just going to drop down here and go and grab a couple more things, and then I'll rejoin right back up with you. We need some ladders so we can actually get up this thing. That's kind of important. And yeah, so I'm going to go get those made and grab a couple other things that I forgot, and then I'll join back up with you and we will continue on the design. So I will be right back. Alrighty, so got the things I needed, and the next step up is we are going to take this initial pillar that we had built to position the breeder itself, and we are going to go ahead and just pull down the 5 below and move them over by 1. And that just makes it easier for us. Then we're going to put ladders all the way going down here to get up and down this thing, at least for the time being. This will probably get changed eventually just because we will want to have glass here to prevent the baby villagers from escaping. So next, we're going to place our other trap door right there. I mean, you can technically do this with 1. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do it with 1. We don't really need both. Let's go like that. And then we're going to bring our andesite building block. This can be made out of any building blocks, by the way. I just wouldn't make the floor out of glass because I don't know if the babies can be born on the glass. But we are going to go ahead and bring this over this way. And then we are going to put, let's see, we need a slab. I can grab one of those. Put a slab yeah, we'll do it right. You know, looking at this, I think I built this the wrong orientation in order to get the villagers to go where I want them to do. So I'm actually going to have to tear this down real quick and rebuild it with everything facing a different direction. So I'm going to go ahead and do that super fast, and then when we rejoin, we'll be basically at the same point, and we can pick back up. My apologies. All right, we're back. Luckily, the way this design is, it's, you know, basically just a 4x4, so you can, I just closed off this side, moved it over to this side, and that way we can wrap the villagers around this way. So this is the opening that we were talking about with the trap doors, and we're going to go ahead and open that one right there. And then we're going to skip block, and we're going to place a slab right there. That will prevent the baby from being able to run out and potentially get onto this block and over onto this side, which is something we do not want. Next, from this corner right here, so we're going to extend it 1 past, so there is a 1 block gap in between the enclosure where our villagers that are breeding will be held and where we want them to go, which is going to be over this way. We're just going to continue this along until we reach the end, like so. And then we're going to grab our signs, and we're going to place a sign right there. And then, actually, no, I did that completely wrong. Sign does not go there. This is filled in. And then there's glass. I'm like trying to do some of this based off of memory and like some not. Okay, so the sign goes right there, and then this is going to be surrounded by glass. That's how it is. Okay. Like I said, I'll have the full tutorial to do all of this in the description below. Right now, you're kind of just riding along with me, so to speak. So we got this all set up. That's good to go. Next thing we need to do is get a water stream going in down here for the villagers. So we're going to want to put a sign right there next to the slab. And then we are going to come drop down to the bottom. I personally like to watch the villagers as they come through. I did that wrong too, and I'm wasting glass because I still don't have silk touch. This is why we need those villagers as soon as possible, because I'm getting so sick of not having all the good enchantments. Like, I'm so spoiled having the other world where I was already so established at everything that I'm just trying to rush to get to the good parts of the game, you know, where you can actually build like the fun farms you want to build and all that good stuff. So All right, so the way that this actually goes is we're going to come back here. We're going to place a block there and a block there. And then we are going to get our glass. And then that is going to go right here along the bottom. We reach this point. And then we're going to place another piece of glass there and there to cap it off. And we're going to come along and do the same along there. And the same along here. Now we should have something that looks like that. Actually, I think, no. We'll fix it later once we've got Silk Touch. So now what should happen is if we put water on that block, it should flow all the way over to this block. And then when the baby villager is fully grown, it will pop up and get caught in our next water stream that we are going to be setting up right here. So what we're going to go ahead and do is make that whole thing a little bit taller. And then I like to put glass just on top of that just to play it safe. We'll do that, and then we'll put a roof on this thing so these guys don't get struck by lightning. I'm going to have to break one of these to get the water source in, aren't I? Do this one. So we'll grab our other bucket of water, and we're going to place that right above the sign, which I believe is on that one. Yep. So we'll place that right there. And that should carry it over and stop, and it'll drop the villagers right down there where we want them. So now we can go and close this back up. It did occur to me that villagers need 2 blocks of airspace above them, at least. I believe it's 2. It might be 3. So if they're too tall, that's 1. So we're going to need another one and then the roof. All right. So you do have some dirt or something I can scaffold up with. Cobblestone, I guess, will work as good as any. 1, 2. Okay, so that's 1, that's 2, 3, and then the roof. All right, and we're going to leave the roof open for now because that's going to be key for getting the villagers into this thing. So go ahead and we can remove this. And that tree is actually going to have to go because that's where our beds are going to end up being placed. And all this is going to come out. And get relocated over to, let's see, where are we dropping these guys at? We're dropping them right here. Okay, so now we're going to come and stand directly under the spot that we want them to fall on, and we're going to place a block right there. And then we're just going to make a nice little containment tube for them. Out before we close that off all the way. And then we need our powered rails and our redstone blocks. We're going to dig underneath these. So, place a block of andesite right there. Got a bunch of extra stuff in my inventory that we don't need. Let's see. So 1 block of redstone will be going right there. We're actually not going to be needing the second one because I have a different plan. I'm going to make a redstone torch like so. That is going to go right there on top of that block. And then we are going to have our andesite going right there. And then underneath here as well, just to make it look nice. Perfect. Okay, now we can take our powered rails and we will start like so. And then we'll do one of those and one of those. And then actually, I believe I screwed this up. We want that one to be powered, and then we want a normal rail here. That's what I did. Okay. That's where I goofed, so we'll have to come back and fix that. So we can go and put that back. Powered rail, and then powered rail. And then we'll have a normal rail in between. So that way what happens is when we push a minecart on here, it will grab the villager and then roll them down. Of course, they'll pass over a regular rail, and then they'll be stopped on this one, and then we can send them to where we want them to go. Which, once we have a, villager trading hall, which will probably be next episode, we'll get started on working on some sort of project for that. We can get the villagers into it and start getting some trades going so we can start getting some levels. But at least now we have got our basic structure, and I forgot to put the workstations in. So let's just, actually, I guess we can leave it open and use the workstations to lure the villagers in. So I'm going to have to make a staircase that basically goes all the way down and then use rails to just kind of shoot them up into there. And yeah, it should be good. So I'm going to have one more look over on this thing just to make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. And then we're probably going to have to go ahead and add the beds. Let's see. You know what? And I don't want other mobs being able to climb into this thing. So that. Those are so frustrating. Oh, for. Can you not go sideways on ladders? Can't. I thought you could. Okay. I was about to say that's some BS right there. What we're going to do now is we're going to make a place for the villagers' beds, because you need at least 2 beds for the 2 main villagers. And then for every additional baby that you'd like them to be able to have at a particular time, you need additional beds. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to close this off with glass. We're just going to make it 2 taller. Do that. And we may even move that over by 1. But then we're going to have 3 beds basically right here. Actually, maybe we'll do 4 or even 6. You know what? We'll go with 6 just so we can have the max amount of babies getting spat out of this thing at once at any given time. And then we're going to want to go ahead and bring that glass up right there just to make sure that the baby actually falls before being able to get to the beds right here. Let's go ahead and pop all these out. I do not like their positioning at the moment anymore. He's back. And then we're going to here instead. Bottom one. All right, everything is looking good to me. This should all be perfectly functional. So now it's just a matter of cleaning up the inventory a little bit and getting our villagers from over there up into there. So I got to go grab some rails and some other things, and I will be back with you. Alrighty, so now time for the most irritating part of Minecraft, and that is moving villagers. So we're going to go ahead and get our guys out of here. Yep, you come with me. We're going to go right over this way. This is why I made the bridge tall, so we could go under it. And then we are going to place a piston. Where's my shovel? right there. And we're going to get on top. And then I believe we should be able to just... Nope, I'm going to have to make a lever real quick. Okay. Oh, this is always so annoying. Let's see. So we need... Can I not just... No, I can't. Okay. If we do this, will this work? Yes, it will. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to get you on top of the piston. We're going to place the block of redstone right there. You're going to go up. We're going to move you over here. Remove the block of redstone. We're going to go get our other villager. I'm just going to show you real quick how to do this once, and then I'll probably time lapse the rest of actually moving them up. But basically, when you're low on resources, you're not trying to make a bunch of pistons. It's easier to just do them both in one go before you move the piston itself. So we'll grab this guy, pull him over here, get him down, and we can get our things back. Maybe. Piston, take that. Come back over here. You're going to need a piston. There. But right there for the redstone block. Again, we'll get him on top. Okay, now once you've got them at this point, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and just wall them in. Make sure that this is all 2 blocks high so they can't get out. And then make sure you leave yourself a way to get in yourself in case you need to. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to come down here, and on Java, if you hit F3 and B, you can see hitboxes, but apparently it does not work with the shaders. So let's go ahead and go back to not accidentally hitting the villagers. There, now we got the hitboxes. Perfect. Okay, so we can get our axe out, and then we can come out here and just break that boat. Break that boat. Neither of you guys are going anywhere. And then we just make a little ring around them. Like so. Ooh, am I going to have enough to make a minecart is the question. I don't need that. Alright, well there's one down. How am I going to get out of this? Let's see. You know what? Alright, that works for now. I need to go get iron for another minecart, and you can see the texture pack got kind of wonky without the shaders. But actually, we can turn the shaders back on now that we've got the guy. Actually, no, the one's still on the boat, so we're going to want to keep those on for just a moment while I go grab another minecart, so I will be right back. Okay, we're back, and we got our other minecart. So now what we can do is get this guy back out of his boat. And go ahead and fix the track here. You guys, we get out of the way. And then we can go ahead and put down the other minecart. Alright, now we got both of them in minecarts, so they're not going anywhere. We can go ahead and get rid of all of this. Come on, guys, off the tracks. All right, and now we will open this up. And hopefully we have enough rails to make it all the way up this thing. We'll find out. Perfect. All right. And now all that's left to do is go ahead and get the rail line set up, get our first villager on there. We are going to have to manually push him all the way up. It's going to be very irritating, because I am short on gold to make powered rails. We are still early game. But the secret is if you just hold shift and continue to just push into them, they will go up. You can attempt to use a furnace minecart, but we all know how well those work. So I find it's easier to just... Okay. In you go. Yeah, you took a little damage. Alright, I'm going to do the other one real quick, and then I'll show you the next steps. Alright, there is both of our villagers inside as we wanted, and now we can go ahead and put the ceiling on this thing so they don't accidentally get struck by lightning. Actually, we're going to leave one open just so I can get in, and then we'll put their workstations down right here. There, they should both take the jobs. He doesn't see it yet. They should not be able to get out of this. But I can, so that's good. Okay. We'll close that, and then we'll go ahead and start with you. Actually, no, we'll start with yours. And you need to get down from there. You need to move over there. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And that is one thing that we do not want. That's not good. Do I have another trapdoor on me? Nope, I'm gonna have to make another trapdoor. I place this there. I cannot remember, not forget to replace that. Otherwise, that piece of glass right here, otherwise that's going to be a very big issue. We need to hurry up and get back up there before that guy pushes that other guy out. You just go ahead and get back in there. Take your job. Okay, perfect. And then I can just continue to climb up my little ladder here. Drop back in here. Fill that in. Get rid of that. I do want that minecart back, but... Okay. So now we've got our villagers in place. We can go ahead and just get rid of some of this, get our rails back. I'm going to tear all this down. We're actually going to turn the shaders back on. Alrighty, now, next step. We're actually going to go ahead and place some glass. Actually, no, we want to leave the glass out right there. So we need to make some beds. Go ahead and place a crafting table right there, and then let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because sworn I grabbed the wool. Apparently I did not. And then we simply chuck in some potatoes, which they will pick up here shortly. Actually, they're going to try to sleep, so it's not quite bedtime. It's bedtime for them. They go to bed at 6 o'clock, and we can't go to bed until 6:30 or 6:32, so for 18:32. Okay, so now they should be picking up their food here. Let's make sure. Yep, they got it. They should start trading with each other here. We're giving each other some of the food. All right. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just going to stand here and creepily watch you until you deliver the firstborn child that I'm after. Oh, perfect. Okay. And then he should pick those up. Can you reach those? I don't think he can reach those. Okay, that's a bit of an issue. And now we wait. See, the problem with the 4x4 is this. But if you make it 5x5, then the water stream is not long enough for it to be high enough for the baby villager to reach this water stream to get pushed along. So you kind of just have to wait for them to derp their way through this. I mean, if you really need to, as long as you make sure you keep this closed, you can kind of separate them a little bit. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on, or if it's not early enough in the day, or if they don't have enough room. They haven't even tried to breed yet, so that means that they either did not get enough food, or they're composting the food, or they're just doing some general stupid stuff. They're trying to work. Share the food. Actually, that reminds me, while we're here, we should go ahead and chuck a torch. Inside here somewhere. And that one's all waterlogged. That one's all waterlogged. Unless there's a drown, so I guess we could put it. Yeah, they should be good down there. Would you guys just give me the baby already? Do you need more potatoes? Because you're not seeming to want to share. And I really hope you're not composting them all. Alright, you know what? We're going to try giving them more food. Why I brought extra. Okay, now we know they both have enough food. They should hypothetically try to breed now. Alright, we got eye contact. That's a good sign. Come on. Just do the thing. Goodness, am I gonna have to feed you guys bread? Is that what it's gonna take? Like, do potatoes not work anymore? Are you just gonna try to compost them? Alright, you know what? The only thing I can think of is to try replacing the beds. There we go. They shared the food finally. Yep, there's the hearts. Good, good. Any second now. I'm not seeing any little like squiggly lines or any failures. Yes, and we got a baby, and he ran immediately into where he was supposed to go, so we can come down here and see him. Once that little guy grows up, his head will poke into the water right here, which will then bring him across into right here, where he will fall and land on the powered rail, ready to be picked up by the minecart. So that is how you do that. I will take that food back, and we're just going to go ahead and I will give it back to you guys so you can attempt to breed again. But yeah, that is how you make a villager breeder. And like I said, I like to build mine up a little bit in the air. That way, less likely of them escaping, and then you can drop them down and kind of rail them off to wherever you need them to be. So that being said, I think that's where we're going to call the episode for today. Thanks for joining me. As always a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for watching. If you believe the video deserves a comment, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, because giving it a thumbs down won't do anything for you. So thanks for checking out the video. Hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell button so you're notified. Otherwise, you won't be notified. I don't know why YouTube even bothers with the subscription. Like, who knows? But anyway, we'll see you in the next episode. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.